I already saw in the chat that TCR would be in the night, but also both MX5 races is crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, the stream should... Oh, why am I watching a 30-second ad? Bloody hell. Now I have no idea if it's actually live or not. I think it is
It
live,
is
so...
live. I can see on Twitch
Yeah,
right now.
cool. Anyways, here we are then, so... Season 15 of Phoenix Sim Sport. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're racing MX5 Cups at Laguna Seca circuit for round 8 of the season. And this is the championship standings after 7 rounds. Marcel Miko taking a couple of second positions last week at Catalonia means his lead at the top of the championship has now increased to 144 points. So mathematically he can take the championship tonight, but probably not because Alex Romsix is in the server. We're missing Sandy Burgee tonight. He will be missing both the MX5 and the TCR race, unfortunately. And then we've got Leila Petralia, Andrew Tagat, Mitsa Scoot, Mirole Kibi. These 4 drivers will be fighting for P4 in the championship until the end of the season. I think we're missing Alan Swinscoe and Angela Scott from P8 and P10 in the championship tonight. Anyway, we are in the qualifying session already. We have got me, HT, and Arthur as our commentators tonight.
Oh yes, we're here at Laguna Seca. As you can see by the headlights right now going down the corkscrew. A 3.6 kilometer track located in California in the United States. Track which is very famous by its corkscrew, which goes very much downhill. And the track features around 55 meters of elevation change totally. So I think it ranges from the top of the corkscrew all the way down to the Andretti hairpin.
Yeah, it's a very challenging track. As we saw yesterday, there were a lot of incidents in the Tatars race as Marcel Miku has seemingly had a moment at the final corner. Mirorikibi currently at the top of the standings with a 139.279. So let's follow the championship leader as he starts his flying lap here.
Yeah, yesterday in the Formula 4 cars, the Tattoos Formula Aworth cars, we saw lots of contact, especially in the corkscrew in the first lap. Most drivers on a fairly unstable setup just to be fast enough, but luckily these MX5s are slow enough to, stay stable most of the time. So I think we'll definitely see some contact, but we'll definitely also see a lot of skill being displaced here.
Yes, Mr. Scoot has gone to the top of the chart with a 138.0 and Marcel Miku is 2.5 times slower. Ooh, as he goes slightly deep at turn 5, but he doesn't need to worry about Mr. Scoot, who has been in absolutely incredible form. He's won 2 races out of the 8 that he's participated and 5 podiums as well, so if Mr. Scoot did the whole season, he would also be challenging for the championship, but since he has missed 6 races, aka 3 rounds, so he is not in the fight for the top positions. The one that Marcel Miku needs to beat tonight is Alex Romsix. He needs to basically score 56 more points than Alex to take the championship tonight, which is not very likely. But surely with such a huge lead, it's only a matter of time before Marcel Miku is crowned the season 15 champion in the MX5 Cup.
Oh yeah, exactly. Also, very unfortunate that Sandy Burgee will be missing this race today because he sits P3 in the championship right now, only 12 points behind Rom6, so he'll definitely lose valuable points this race, and he might be able to fight the final 2 rounds for a few more points to maybe get P2, but I think it's very unlikely.
Yeah, I think Sandy Burgess has put his focus on other series. I think he's recently just joined the LMU series, which is on Saturday night every week, so he can't do that many races every week. He has to give up some of the assignments, and MX5 being one of the ones that he can no longer challenge for a title, has become the sacrificial lamb Maverick getting out of the shape in the final corner on the apex.
Yeah, looked like he turned in a bit too early there and then had to steer away from the sausage group. But yeah, totally understand Sandy Burgee. Hopefully, probably focusing more on the Formula Abarth series right now, the Tatus cars, because he is leading there, but his lead is shrinking. And yeah, I definitely understand then also stopping his TCR campaign and his MX5 campaign. Switching to another sim can be very difficult at times.
Mr. Scoot has improved by just 3 or 400, I think, after Sector 1, but he seems to be very fast tonight, faster than the two championship contenders. Marcel Mew currently leading by a tenth over Alex Romsik as Mr. Scoot misses the apex at corkscrew
And spins.
Yeah, he went too deep, brake too late, and Marcel Miku now on his penultimate effort. Where is Alex? Alex is going into the corkscrew on a slow lap, I believe. Yes. So, oh my god, what?
Ooh.
Ooh, that was weird.
Who spun there?
Yeah. Let me see
Car
if I can.
B10.
Yeah, that's oh my god. How do you say that name? I think he is Ramshin. Yeah. But his full name is Evidas Kvadaravicius. That is long. And
That's a long name.
Yeah, he's from Lithuania. He is one of the newer drivers in the series, currently
Well,
14th.
I think it will be easier if we just stick with
Ramshin.
his first name there,
Or, yeah.
Avidas.
True. But yeah. I think most people are now using their actual names on Assetto Corsa, apart from Spink, who is still using his nickname per se. His real name is James Greenhow. One of the two British drivers tonight. We've also got a debutant from Britain, that is Nick Neville, the only debutant tonight in the MX5 series, as he is now into the corkscrew. We're also missing the apex, and he's quite slow after 2 sectors.
I'm still surprised from yesterday finding out that the corkscrew has a turn 8A. It's still weird to me. It's itching my brain a bit, but yeah. Marcel Miku right now on his final lap.
Yeah, the delta is a bit bugged.
Oh no, not yet. I thought he was crossing the main straight.
Yeah, I mean he is on his final lap now. The delta is bugged. So Mr. Scoot is approaching the final corner. Let's see if he can raise the bar up a little bit.
I mean, if he still has enough fuel, he'll probably be able to do yet another lap. So this one, 3/10 up, very nice. So maybe he can do an even faster one right here, but we won't know yet.
Yeah, so now he leads by 0.7 of a second. I don't think either Alex or Marcel Miku has the chance to challenge him, but can Alex challenge Marcel Miku? Yes, he can.
Very fast laps. But I mean, like Marcel said in the interview after the last the last two MX5 races, he does have slight issues with shifting since he's not using an H pattern shifter. These cars are manual, so he's using flappy pedals. So I understand the difficulty in it. I also don't have an H pattern shifter for my Fanatec wheel, and it does fuck up the shifts a bit. Sorry, language.
It's okay. Yeah, there was a moment from Spink in the final corner, and now he's spun on his final, or he's parked on the final attempt. I don't think he has any fuel left as Glenn Selk moves up into P6. Ahead of what the?
Ooh!
Where has that come from?
What a lap!
Wow, we completely missed that. Marcel Miku back on pole position.
I'm gonna make a shitty pun here. What a hazardous lap that was with his hazard lights on.
Yeah.
But yeah, great lap from him. Will Mr. Scoot or Alex Romsix be able to beat him right now in this final, straight of qualifying?
There we go. I don't think he's got it. Yeah, he's way slow on his final attempt. So unless Alex can pull off a miracle, he's not. He's pitting.
Nope. Pits.
So yeah, that's it. Maverick,
Maverick.
obviously in P5. I don't think his position will change because he's in
I
P5.
was just gonna say Maverick's still in P5, so some things never change, but will he be able to set a faster lap? Doesn't look like it yet.
Maybe he does. There are a couple of tenths.
No.
Yeah, but the gap is huge. Look at the gap.
Yeah.
I think
Jesus Christ,
it's.
now I'm really hoping for the leaders to make a mistake into the corkscrew to keep it nice and close.
I think it's the nature of night racing that's increased the gap so much, because I think a lot of drivers are not used to night racing. Because
Yeah, no, exactly. I
yeah,
once did a 1.5 hour race in hypercars around Sao Paulo, and I didn't practice at night, and then all of a sudden the track went from day to night. You get shocked after a while. You even though it's the same track, some cues you just cannot see without light. So could be the case here that they practice too much in daytime and now are trying to figure it out a bit in nighttime.
yeah, it's all very daunting. As we have a Maverick supporter in the chat, Leo Co PC1. I have completely butchered that name, but yeah, he's in P5. But he's got a couple of really fast drivers, Glenn Selk and Leila Petralia behind him. And yeah, both Glenn and Leila have been on the podium once. And Maverick, despite being in 5th place in the championship, has not got onto the podium this season. His best finish is a P4. So I don't think a podium is realistic tonight, but he can maybe try to hold on to his 5th position and gain some points on Leila Petralia. But with Mr. Scoot being so far up the grid once again, it's probably. I mean, he will probably take 4th in the championship. So everyone behind between Leila, Maverick, and what's the other driver? It's Mirole Gibi will be fighting for 5th in the championship. As I need to get out of my car and go to the front. I think I'll just watch from this view, because if we watch from the trackside camera, we will not be able to distinguish any car at all.
No, exactly. It will be very difficult. Yeah, it will be very difficult for Maverick to get a podium. Gaps in qualifying were already very big, and yeah, the top three really has the best. I mean, obviously the top three has the best pace, but there's a very big gap there compared to the rest. So
Yeah,
only way I see another car really catching up to them or overtaking them is if a massive incident happens.
yeah. Hydrate has been redeemed by Leo. I will have a sip of water. But a decent qualifying from our debutant Nick Neville, because I think he is in P10, so he's beaten a couple of drivers on his debut qualifying, which is always good for his confidence. Because we've had a lot of debutants getting into the series and qualifying last and getting basically at the end of the stick and just never come back again. So it's always good to have a decent first outing. You always, have to improve little by little. You can't just be P1 immediately.
Oh, exactly. As the lights appear on the screen, the drivers are getting ready to have a launch into turn 1.
Yeah, the lights are coming on. All 6 lights are illuminated, and we are off at Laguna Seca. It's a good start from Marcel Miku. It's an equally good start from the front row. Alex slightly dropping back. Let's see if Miro can challenge him. Mr. Scoot actually gets a better second place of the start, and he's now towards the outside of Marcel Miku. We've got Maverick not even... Ooh, yeah, that's close.
Already starting with contact.
Yeah, down the inside
around
goes
the outside
Maverick,
in turn 1, it's very difficult to do. We saw yesterday lots of drivers trying to go for it, but it just didn't stick. But yeah, fortunate that they made contact, since Mr. Scoot did have a very good start and was actually closing in massively on Marcel Miku.
Ooh, that's close between Layla and Maverick, and Layla is going to go wide
Yeah, that's
because
wide.
she was on the inside of the corner. Now Glenn Selk is trying to challenge Layla and going around the outside. Yeah, we cannot distinguish any car from the trackside camera. And I had to try, but Glenn Selk just about holding on to the edge of the circuit. So a move completed by the Dutch driver up into P6 goes Glenn Selk, and down into P7 is Layla Petralia. At the front though, Mr. Scoot 5 tenths behind Marcel Miko.
Yes, as they're heading down the corkscrew right now, all taking a bit of gravel, I can see.
That's brilliant from Marcel Miko.
Different
Pulled
line
away.
than
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't gain that much, but I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, it's still a sim.
Around the outside.
Around the outside goes Ragubi.
Wow, what
Beautiful
a
move around Alex Romsix.
Yeah, after missing the podium in the last 5 rounds, maybe this is a comeback drive by the Belgian, but he gets on the gravel into the final corner.
Yeah, running wide there really cost him, and it's the only really exit around the track I find where you can actually afford to go wide at, because there is some AstroTurf there compared to all the other corners, so it's a very weird place to go wide at. But right now he just has to keep Alex Romsix in his sights and attempt to go for the move yet again soon.
Yeah, we've also got a disconnection by Brian Garcia, so the American driver will have to now start from the pit lane and the lap down, so that's not very ideal. Miro Ragibi once again trying to challenge Alex Romsix, but he's gone slightly wide at turn 4.
It's clear he has the pace, he just has to minimize his mistakes. Oh, Selk going slowly.
Yeah, there's a spin. I think he spun coming out of turn 4, so after overtaking Layla on lap 1, he's now dropped from P6 back down to P10, and that is very unlucky for the Dutch driver.
The incidents I think are happening is that the drivers are taking a bit too much inside of each apex. You can see there they're almost going over the gravel with their entire left side tires. I think that's also what happened to Ragubi last lap in the corner we're about to go to. I think he went a bit too much over the sausage curb, which launched him forward onto the gravel.
Side-by-side battle here between Glenn Selk and Layla Petralia is off right in front of them. So yeah, she is now down to P10. And did Glenn Selk make the move? Yes, he did. So back up from P10 to P8 as he overtakes Teja Sharma through the twisty section in the final sector.
I mean, I haven't driven these cars around this track in a long while, but I don't remember them spinning that much, so I think, yes, I don't know what's happening, but probably in the braking, I assume, just an odd brake shape,
like
which
this.
makes the cars, yeah.
I think it's either, like you said, curb strike, so they went out the sausage and lose the car, or 2, they try to carry as much speed as possible and hit the gravel on the outside, so they just lose the car. So there are 2 possibilities there.
Yeah, but sometimes it's, from my own experience, sometimes it's also just in the braking where once you're lifting off too early off of the brakes, the rear just wants to spin around due to the change of weight distribution. So
mistake.
It seems a bit more unlikely. Ragubi again.
Yeah, Alex made a mistake.
He has the position.
Alex was slow coming out of turn 6, and now he's got a better corkscrew though, right behind the Belgian driver, but you can't really make a move here. He's trying to set up the move, but Miro Ragibi is able to return to the racing line through the penultimate corner, but he completely misses the apex. This is a brilliant run from Alex towards the outside of the final corner.
Will he make it move? Will he make the move stick around the outside? He does not yet.
He's gone for the cutback.
Does he have a better exit? It doesn't look like it. He will have to go for the slipstream here.
Yeah, this is going to be close towards turn 1. Will Alex make the dive? I think both of them don't have race-winning pace, so this is a legitimate battle for the final step of the podium, as Mr. Scoot is now closing the gap slightly to Marcel Miku, down to about 1 second. As I say that, he's lost a bit on the exit of turn 1 again. And now Alex tries to show Miro the nose, but Miro is unfazed.
I mean, we discussed this yesterday. The track, it's very narrow. It has quite a few very fast, long sweeping corners. All Ragubi has to do right now is just be be slightly off the racing line, and then he has a perfect racing line for the racing and defensive line for the rest of the race. Just has to make it work.
Yeah, the problem is it's so difficult to judge already. This is already a difficult track, and adding in the factor of we are at 10 p.m., so it's really difficult to judge where the edge of the track is.
Yeah. Honestly, if I were Ragui right now, I would just keep driving. Occasionally look into my mirror as both make a mistake heading out of the corkscrew. Both are a bit slidey there. Ragui hits the apex. Perfect exit there. Doesn't miss the apex. I slightly missed it. I misjudged that by looking, but he's creating a slight gap here.
Spink for Kvedala Vicious, and now an overtake from Spink onto our debutant, who was actually up in P6 after all the drama of the other competitors, but now he's been passed by Spink. So back down to P7 is the British driver, and he's got Glenn Selk now recovering as well. This is all going to be very close. We are having battles separately. It's like everybody has found a partner to battle with, as Glenn Selk now towards the inside of turn 1. I think that should be move complete. Oh, they made contact actually.
Ooh, bit of rubbing.
Yeah, but that's okay. I think, yeah.
I mean, they're both on track, despite trading paint a bit there, as Brian Garcia off again, sadly, after his disconnect. So, very unfortunate to see.
Oh, what's happened there? Glenn Selk has lost it somewhere. He and Neville
Are
is
they going to go
battling
side
again.
by side?
Yes, they are. I think Glenn Selk has the inside line of turn 4, so he's retaken the position, but after making the move at turn 1, he must have had a moment coming out of turn 2.
I just know Spinch right now celebrating the cars he was battling, just dropping back right now.
It's interesting that
That's
Alex
is still chasing.
Yeah, he's using 3rd gear at corkscrew. And I try to see, like, is Maverick using 3rd or is he downshifting to 2nd? No, he's also in 3rd, okay. So they're all choosing to be stable because it is a very... Ooh, off goes Miro in the Panama corner. This is a chance for Alex. He needs to set up this exit.
I think it's a very good exit from Rom6, but I think Rom6 made a mistake himself a bit before that because the gap was suddenly a bit bigger than before. Right now, they're heading down into turn 1. Alex, Rom6 and Ragui for the final step on the podium, not even halfway through the race. Will he make the move,
really
stick around the outside? He goes very deep. Still side by side.
Brilliant.
Very brilliant racing here.
Yeah, he's done it. He's done him around the outside.
He's made it stick.
That is absolutely outstanding. But now, Miro is not giving up. Little bump.
Yield. Ooh, no! No, he spins!
Curb. That's curb. I mean, it's a great 360, to be fair to the Belgian driver. He's lost as little time as he did.
Very unfortunate to see. The battle was just heating up for P3 right now. Rom6 has it.
Yeah, so now I think the battle for P3 is settled. We have battle for P1 as Marcel Miku gets sliding, coming out of corkscrew. Mr. Scoot sniffed blood.
It's clear the Knight is claiming everybody as their victim for making mistakes. Two drivers who were fighting for a podium, one even for the win, both making mistakes. I think we're going to see lots of it more this race and also next race as we're heading through the halfway mark right now.
Yeah, this is a good exit. Can Mr. Scoot do what Miro did last lap, trying to go all the way around the outside of turn 1? This is what Marcel Miku talked about last week on the straight when upshifting. They have an advantage over Marcel Miku, so Mr. Scoot having the better straight line speed because of the shift, but Marcel Miku aggressive on the inside, fends off the attack.
You really made it work there. Yeah, I really hope for Marcel Miku that in the final few rounds that are still remaining, he's able to work on his upshifting, because losing on the straight is not something you want, especially in these cars. Because despite them being slow, that just means you have to extract everything out of it to be even faster. I think the other drivers here are managing that a bit better, as we're looking right now in P9 for P8, Leila Petralia as she goes side by side with Nick Neville, who will come out on top in the next turn. Leila Petralia around the outside,
Gravel.
she goes wide,
Oh!
contact, but
I think Nick is still going the right way. Mr.
yeah,
Scoot, he's done it! He's done it! He's done the inside of the corkscrew! Mr. Scoot has taken the lead on Marcel Miku.
my God, what a move, especially there as we were following one battle. Scoot just went for it, and we were blindsided by it. What an impressive move!
Yeah, I will definitely watch a replay once this race ends as Mr. Scoot gets out of shape, so Marcel Miku has to avoid him and drives onto the gravel. So the mistake by Mr. Scoot actually helped him.
Exactly. I mean, it's unfortunate for Marcel Miku to be pushed wide by that, but Mr. Scoot cannot complain. I mean, he made a mistake, and his opponent mainly paid for it.
Yeah, his mistake actually helped him to gain a 1.5 second advantage because on the gravel, Marcel Miku got absolutely zero traction, so he had to downshift the second and lose all the momentum coming out of the final corner. But can he catch that 1 second gap in the remaining, I don't know, 4-5 laps?
Yeah, I really hope so for Marcel Miku, because it's a very unfortunate position to be in right now, as we're looking at Glenn Selk right now behind Spinch. Decent gap right now. Two very fast corners. He will just have to maximize speed there as Spinch goes a bit out of shape. Glenn Selk will have to yield this corner, but will he make a move into the braking zone? Both cars staying on track there. He's in the slipstream.
What? 6 seconds? 6 seconds?
I think Marcel Miku, he must have had an issue. I think he might have just, yeah, hit the gravel.
I think he lost it on this corner. I think he lost it on this corner that these two are about to come towards, because this is really dangerous. You can see the sausage. See? Glenn Selk actually did a good job lifting.
Might Marcel Miku have hit that curb and a different outcome? I think so, but yeah, Glenn Selk dropping back right now, but will he carry enough speed through the corkscrew right now? Will Spinch make a mistake? Doesn't look like it.
I think he's faster than Spink. He just needs to minimize the mistakes and be patient on his attack. But as we said, even when the championship leader is making unforced errors, everywhere in the field is definitely going to make one kind of mistakes or another.
Well, yeah, I mean, very unfortunate to see yesterday. Marcel Miku was the person with the least amount of mistakes around this track, and right now, 2 mistakes that really cost him quite a bit.
But the only
does have race-winning pace, though.
Yeah, the only thing that's not changed is this man. He's still in P5.
He should change the 3 in his username to 5, I think, because that's all we're getting right now.
As we have 5 minutes to go, I think we should use this whole minute to go on board with Mr. P5 himself. As there's no other battle to watch anyways.
He has found himself in a good position. I mean, a decent few points. Almost 10 seconds to the car ahead. 6 seconds to the car behind. I mean, right now it's just a Sunday drive in a Mazda Miata. Who doesn't want that?
The Lithuania has retired from the race, unfortunately, as Miro is slightly closing. What happened at the front? The gap is down to 4 seconds.
Well, I mean, now it must be a mistake from Scoot.
Miro was out of shape there at the penultimate corner. The gap is down to 2.6 seconds. He's not given up on the chase of Alex Romsik.
5 minutes to go.
We still have 3 laps, yes. We still have 3 laps. Miro can still do this.
Honestly, all it takes right now is one mistake from Alex Romsik, and then, I mean, we just saw the lap timers. Romsik did a 42 and Rigubi only did a 38, so that was 4 seconds in 1 lap. It just takes one mistake, but I do think Rigubi has the pace to get him. What is happening here?
He's forgot to turn on his lights after rejoining the server. He's literally driving blind.
I mean,
Oh, this
I
must be a
always
bug.
drive my car.
He's
Okay, he has found his headlights. I wanted to say I always drive with 100% damage, and if you have a red bumper, then you cannot use your headlights anymore.
Oh
So
God.
it would be very unlikely for him to lose them. Selk slightly touches the gravel there on exit. Not
They're
very
about
good.
to find the blue flagged Lithuania. Who is spinning?
Whoa!
That's lag.
I think he's having some
Yeah, he's having internet issues.
connection issues.
Yeah, big internet issues. Holy cow, how did nobody die there? He needs to get out of the way. He does, okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
That nearly was a bad position to put yourself when being lapped. I would much rather have him be on the racing line around the outside there than down the inside.
I mean, that wasn't even his fault. It's his internet's fault. That's
Yeah, no, exactly. That's one of the worst things about online racing.
Yeah.
Once connection is bad, there's nothing you can do. It can be yourself just losing connection in a race, or somebody with bad connection rubber banding, which I think is the scariest thing to happen in online racing, because you never know what the car ahead is gonna do. Especially while slipstreaming, then I'm scared. Yeah, Marcel Miku catching up.
Yeah, it's 2.9, 2.6. What is happening? He's absolutely gaming down that little bit of a short shoot. It's down to 2 seconds.
I mean, we just saw Marcel Miku set the fastest lap of the race as he goes right there, my bad. But he has the pace. All it takes is one mistake from Mr. Scoot. I think purely on pace right now, it won't be able to happen. I think we might have...
He's gone deep.
Yeah, that looked very bad. His rear was bouncing there. I think we still have around 2 laps to go. So...
Yes. Oh, he's off!
Oh!
Yeah, I think...
Marcel.
Yeah, what's happened is Marcel sees there's a 13-second gap behind him, so he's thrown caution into the wind and decided to just absolutely full stand every corner.
I mean, it's very unfortunate, but yeah, there's Sharma right now off in the gravel. I think we're gonna have the same situation as yesterday. I think Mr. Scoot is gonna cross the finish line with the 1 second left.
I think there will be more this time, probably 5 seconds actually, because the lap is about 1:38. But these two are really close now for the final step of the podium again. Miro, after his spin at turn 4, has caught the gap back up.
Oh yeah, I really hope for him.
Curb by Alex. Alex took the curb at turn 3, so he's lost another 3 tenths. He's feeling the pressure. He's understeering at turn 4. The gap is down to 3 tenths. Miro Ragibi sees blood.
All it takes is putting pressure right now and hoping Alex Romsix makes a mistake. All Ragubi has to do is just stay calm and maybe fake a move occasionally, as he will have to lift here. He gives a bit of a bump there, but nothing too heavy, as they're heading up towards the corkscrew right now. Will Ragubi make a move there? It looks like it. No, he's just putting the pressure there, but he's setting himself up for a better exit here.
He's got a better exit, but not enough. Or is it? Ooh, he had to brake.
Oh, that was nearly a pit maneuver, but we're heading into a final lap of racing here.
He's so much faster.
As they're heading the final corner for the penultimate time. Whoa! How was that not contact?
That's crazy.
Ragubi right now, slipstream, as they're both heading down into the Andretti hairpin right now. Final lap of the race. The leader is on the final lap. Will Miro Ragubi claim the last step of the podium here today?
Alex braked really well into turn 1. He's hit the apex of the hairpin, so there are 9 corners remaining. Oh, it's unfortunate that our debutant Neville has had a spin on the penultimate lap. He's just been passed by Leila Petralia, but still getting a P9 on the debut is very good. We also had a change of position for P6. As I say that, Glenn Self is around. And so is
There
Spink.
must
They
have been
made
contact
contact
there.
on the.
They must have had contact.
Why have they made contact there? It was a straight. Miro hit
No!
the curb.
You know, I am feeling the pressure of trying not to be biased right now for my fellow countrymen, but yeah, that was very unfortunate. But there's mistakes can still be made, as we're on board right now with Marcel Miku looking at Mr. Scoot, who is going to win this race.
I'm going to switch back and forth because this could be a chance for
Oh,
Miro
Miro!
Rakibi. Oh, he's gonna
Being
have to
forced
go the
around
long
the
way
outside.
around. Yeah. Great momentum.
Left
Almost
there.
touching. Around the outside goes Miro Rakibi. He's done it.
He's done
Absolutely
it!
done it.
As
Incredible.
Mr. Scoot takes P1, Marcel Miku takes P2.
Active.
Miro
What an active
Rakubi,
Alex.
he's
What an
gonna lose
Alex.
it! Oh my god, it's gonna be a photo finish.
I
Who's
think
gonna
Miro's
take
got
it?
I think Miro's got it.
Miro's got it! Oh my god!
Wow.
What a battle for P3.
And yes, we missed the winner crossing the line, but we had to watch that battle for P3. It was absolutely fantastic.
I mean, great race from Mr. Scoot and also from Marcel Miku, but what a photo finish. Maverick P5, Alex Norm6 P4. Glenn Sauk right now going to cross the finish line for P6 with Spinch behind him. Jesus Christ, what a race.
That's a
Slightly-
power slide from Leila Petrani in
Yeah.
the final corner. I don't think she's very happy about her P8, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them to finish the race because I want to look at the replay as soon as possible. So I
Oh, me
think,
too, man.
yeah,
Holy.
where did he make the mistake? I think it was like lap. So I have no idea, and I can't really see anything.
It was near the second half.
Oh, it was here. This was the overtake. So let's go on board with Mr. Scoot. So yeah, Masamiku went wide at turn 6.
Right.
Yeah, so he got a terrible run. Mr. Scoot showing his headlights. And down towards the inside goes Mr. Scoot, and Masamiku basically left the door open and went for the cutback, but he doesn't get enough drive, so that's how he lost the lead. But then he lost about 7 seconds after losing the lead on the next lap. So this was still okay. Let's fast forward a little bit. So yeah, this was a mistake from Scoot, which meant Marcel had to lift and went onto the gravel. So this is still okay. I think he lost again at turn 6. This corner, let's see.
I call it sausage curve.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's a turn you really want to nail because it sets you up nicely for the corkscrew, but yeah.
But somehow he still caught up to the end to Mr. Scoot by like 1.5 seconds he only finished by. This was the photo finish. Let's go on board with Miro Rakibi. He set him up through the third to last corner. He's looking for the gap on the inside, so Alex has to defend the inside line. And Miro just went cleanly around the outside. Absolutely brilliant.
I mean, it was here. It was nearly the end for him into this corner. Yeah, sausage curve ran a bit wide, and yeah, better exit there. But what a photo finish! I mean, you could really see Rom6 catching up. I mean, they're lucky that the finish line is right there.
Yeah, I can't get to the finish line. Here, okay. There's a shot. Wow.
What? Just beautiful to see.
And back to the pits we go. Let's see the final gap. 32 thousandths of a second between Miro Rakibi and Alex Rom6.
Well, yeah, right now we're gonna start race 2 with a reverse top 10, so you know, the top 3 from this race will really have to navigate their way around everybody else ahead of them, which will make a challenge for the beginning of the race, but very excited to see who will come out on top of this race then.
Let me see if I can get to them. How did they make contact here? Oh, they both thought it's the end of the race.
Oh my god! I did not know that this was a way to overtake.
That's
I
like
did not know you can overtake like that. Just park it, think, yeah man, race is over, and then leave them.
that,
That's a first.
I saw the chat. I was like, why is Big saying them such idiots? So I thought, okay, we have 30 seconds. Let me quickly go back into the replays. And that is hilarious.
The fact, I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, I get that you're so deeply into a battle that you also look at what the car you're racing is doing, but stopping too, that's something new.
Well, to be honest, none of them lost any position because Glenn was ahead of Spink originally, I think, and they both finished P6 and P7 because Layla was 25 seconds behind, and I think she finished like 6 seconds behind them, so they lost about 15
Yeah.
seconds in that
I mean, they were lucky they had that gap. They were very lucky.
Yeah, so when they both had the yellow thing on the timing tower, I was like, how did they spin on that part of the straight? Because like you're not even going anywhere.
Only way to spin there is just a pit maneuver, but usually one
Yeah.
of the cars is still able to continue on then. So yeah, now we know the cause of the quote-unquote fake double spin.
My God. Anyway, race 2 is half a minute away. That was absolutely interesting to watch. After race 1, as they all still doing their lights as a pre-race ceremony. I don't know who I should be on board with. I feel like I should just be on board at the back end here because we can still see the front guys. So the lights are coming on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and wait for green flag. It's a brilliant start from Marcel Miku. Look at the launch he's got. And Glenn Selk basically as a sitting duck. Oh my god, they're making contact to the wall. Leila Petralia to the inside of the pole sitter. And now the Italian driver is going to take the lead of the race. A brilliant start from Marcel Miku from P9 up to P6. But he is choosing to be very conservative. Only that they're going 4 wide. Oh my god. Maverick is going to get edged out because he is on the furthest outside of the track. So yeah, all of the positions has been lost by the Irishman. They're making contact up ahead, and spinning is Mr. Scoot in front of Miro, and he takes Mav with him. Brian spins, Miro spins.
Multiple cars off.
Yeah, we've got a lot of spinner, including our race winner from the first race. Mr. Scoot was involved in the incident.
Well, I mean, I could not really see a lot, but I think Miro should have braked there and not just continued on further. But yeah, we'll definitely look at the replay later, but that's very unfortunate. Multiple cars already a very big gap away, and we're only in lap 1.
Marcel Miku up 6 positions on lap 1, P9 to P3. This is a dive.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hit him. Alex has hit Teja Sharma, who is spinning across the track, and great save. I mean, somehow he didn't spin across.
First time I've seen sparks coming out of an MX5. That was ugly, but yeah. Marcel Miku, really good start to the race. Rom6 right now, I think, is the only one who will probably challenge him if possible, but it doesn't look like it right now. As we're on board with Glenn Selk onto the main straight, Brian Garcia off, but yeah.
Yeah, I think.
What a race, and it's only lap 1.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to watch Mr. Scoop's recovery because theoretically he's faster than every driver ahead, apart from Marcel Miku. But he's got such a huge gap to catch up to.
Yeah, we also might see Maverick not finish P5 this race, but I mean, chaos happens. Before the contact happened, I wanted to say this is very fun about the reverse grid. You get some big back racing, but yeah, crashes also happen from it, as we see some cars bouncing around there. Mr. Scoot giving a bit of a bump there.
Yeah. And now he's going to dive to the inside. of Maverick.
Yeah, on
Oh,
Maverick.
wide goes Teja
Ooh.
Sharma, who's completely missed his braking zone, so he's gone back to P9 as Marcel Miko overtakes Spink, but that's to be expected. Can Mr. Scoot do this inside of turn 6? Very dangerous, and he's done him.
What I found the braking especially aggressive there. It was full to 100 and straight off again.
That's a Assetto Corsa issue, so all the brake will be shown as 100.
Yeah, it's true. I nearly forgot that replays and also broadcasts while spectating are not 100%.
Yeah, it's like
Miro right now P9.
Yesterday when we had Sandy Burgess who didn't change the tires, but the Haas showed he changed the tires because changing the tires takes about 7 extra seconds. So obviously he didn't, but the Haas said he did, so we all got confused for the end of the race. But it also made it all more impressive that he still set the fastest lap on the final lap of the race, even on old hard tires yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. So right now the race continues on. Alex Romsix closing into Spinch right now. Into the flat out turn we go right now. Going wide here is really costly, but they're both within track limits. I think Romsix very near to that edge there, since he had to kind of bounce away from it into the braking zone. Only one downshift there. It's really catching up close right now. I think we might be up for a move into the corkscrew later.
As Miro Gigi passes Maverick towards the inside of turn 5 and takes P8 away from the Ivy driver. So yeah, Maverick is losing positions unfortunately after getting just edged out at turn 2 at the start, but I think it was more of a racing incident because they're going 4 wide at turn 2 as Mr. Scoot recovers further positions. Miro has lost it at turn 6.
Very unfortunate from Rikubi after his podium in the last race just earlier. But yeah, Marcel Miko right now closing in on Leila Petralia. It's getting very close. He had to kind of yield off of the apex there as we see Spinch.
He's been passed by
Not
Alex
being able to overtake Romsix yet.
Yeah, he's been passed by Alex.
Very choppy there.
Yeah, Alex is up to P3, and now Alex needs Leila to hold up Marcel Miko. Because if Marcel Miko gets through and have clean air, oh my god, curb!
Petralia really, I mean, last race around in Barcelona, drifting and qualifying, now in the race, power sliding multiple times. She hits the curb, goes off.
Where is
Marcel Miko has to go very wide to avoid that. But yeah, Marcel Miko takes a spot. Will Petralia go for a switchback? Yes, she does.
This is
side by side right now.
Look at Alex, he's close by 2 seconds already this lap.
Ooh, got nearly close.
Alex is here, he's joined the party already.
I mean, Petralia doing the best defense she can as she goes off. And she luckily stays off of the track there. That nearly ended badly for Marcel Miko. As Petralia now P5, P6 even.
That could have ended in tears.
Drop.
Oh!
Spinch goes off in P3.
I don't have enough cameras to switch to. This is chaos.
Oh, exactly. Everything's happening right now. Mr. Scoot flashing his headlights right now, really signaling like, hey, I'm faster, I'm gonna pass you. As the Dutch driver goes wide,
it worked.
But Mr. Scoot takes a position.
Oh, Leila has rage quitted.
I mean,
enough is enough, says the Italian driver, I think.
It really sucks, such an incident, but disconnecting is in my eyes never the solution to such an incident. Mr. Romsix right now still following Marcel Miko. I mean, he really has to bring the fight if Mr. Scoot wants to try and go for a win.
Yeah, I think, what's a point gap? So, the first race, Marcel finished 2nd, Alex was 4th, right? So that's, how many extra points is that? Like 12, I think? Yeah, so 36 to 24. So Masamiku needs to score, what, 44 points more than Alex this race to secure the championship, which he is definitely not doing. So yeah, the championship will be. Oh, so it's another internet issue. How many internet issues do we have tonight? We got Brian Garcia. We had the Lithuanian driver. We not have Layla disconnecting, not rage quitting.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Or just game crashing. Maybe the late night racing at Laguna Seca is blowing up everybody's computers.
Yeah, 3 disconnects in one round. It's not the best to see.
Yeah,
Marcel Miku right now. He is starting to pull away slightly, as Rom6 isn't able to keep up that much right now. Maverick moves up into P6 as he made a move around the outside, goes a bit off into the gravel, but I think we are seeing a 3-way battle starting here.
I think Neville was wide coming out of the third to last corner, so Maverick has to avoid him to go around the outside of the penultimate corner. That's why he put himself onto the ground. You can see Neville had a 1:45 last lap as Taylor Sharma has at the moment at the rear end of the field. This is the chance for Miro Gibi. He's gonna make the dive.
Really put the pressure there on Neville as he moves down the inside and takes position right now. Honestly, I'm surprised that nobody has taken the pit lane in order to gain a position, because I've seen that happen in open races around Laguna Seca in these cars. I was battling another driver, and each lap they just crossed the cones and cut the entire first turn, as we saw a bit of contact there, side by side.
What a move around the outside. But Spink is still there.
But
he's still
he
there.
doesn't have the exit.
Yeah, Spink is on the inside of the corkscrew. Who will blink first? None of them. He's off. He's off.
He's off again.
He's been hit by Spink.
Yeah, I think I would not be surprised if that's going to become a penalty, because, yeah, it was difficult to see, but a report will probably be made. So we're looking at Miro Rukubi right now, trying to go for the move on Maverick. He's staying behind. Who goes off and he spins.
Yeah, that's understeer off of the dirty air, and that's Miro's third spin of the race. What a shame.
Very unfortunate to see after this podium earlier, but yeah. Mr. Scoot also, you know, after the incident in lap 1, as we
Don't return, he's got the leaders coming. Yeah, that's clever. Because those are the leaders.
Yeah. No, a lot is happening, and yeah, you must feel bad for Mr. Scoot, because off from
what?
South there, which just gives a position. I mean,
that's way too pride.
I mean, I get knowing that another driver is faster than you, and just knowing it's going to be inevitable, but after only going wide and then immediately giving the position, I mean, that I find strange.
Probably because he wants to just do his own race and try to solidify the 5th position, because Maverick is still 6 seconds away. But that is still, he could have still continued and got out of the way at turn 5 instead of just slowing down before turn 4. Well,
again.
Credit where credit is due. He is absolutely hating this circuit, but every time he's off the track, at least he doesn't return to affect other people's races. So
he's really keeping it safe, yeah, by just holding the brakes and then staying off track.
Yeah. Obviously, this is one of the most difficult circuits on the calendar, and being at night, it's really challenging for all of these newer drivers, and he is off in the final corner. I think he needs to change his setup. He must have one of those ridiculous oversteery setups from either YouTube or somewhere else.
Well, I mean, personally, if I'm driving an MX5, I just don't care about the setup really. I don't think you really have to tweak it that much, because they're not fast cars. It's mainly down to driver skill. I mean, in real life, Connor Zilic, for example, who's right now going to the highest class in NASCAR, he was rapid in these. It's really down to the driver mainly. The setup, you cannot change much. So in my opinion, you also shouldn't change much. So to then go for an oversteer setup on a slow car with, I mean, braking patterns that are very unnatural, it's not the smartest thing to do.
Around the outside goes Miro Ragibi at turn 5. He's trying to pass our debutant Neville, and he has done it. Before turn 6, Neville is still looking to the inside, but he cleverly backs off as Mr. Scoot is done the move around the outside, coming out of corkscrew, so he must have set it up on the entry, and up into P3 goes our race 1 winner. So this is very interesting because Mr. Scoot got P1 and P3 last week at Catalonia. He's about to get another P1 and P3 tonight in Laguna Seca.
Yeah, exactly, but it is a 16-second gap to Marcel Migu right now, so yeah, really not looking like a win right now. Looking for a win right now, just mainly having to finish the race and get the points.
We've got an interesting battle with P5 because Maverick is obviously slightly faster than Glenn Selk, but Miro is now about to be faster than both of these drivers. The gap is still quite large at about 4 seconds, but with 4 laps still to go, you never know. We could still see changes between P5, 6 and 7, as I think the top 4 positions are basically set unless something dramatic happens.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it also in the previous race. Anything can really still happen. I mean, we know lots of drivers here are fast. I mean, we saw Ragubi literally just around 20 minutes ago making up a huge gap, as we see Nick Neville right now into the tire barriers. Very unfortunate to see. Whereabouts on track is he right now?
Turn 4.
After the flat, yeah, must have been the sausage curb.
Oh my god, what happened to Spink? I jinxed it. I said top 4 are separate enough. Glenn Selk is suddenly on the back
Not
of
anymore.
Spink.
Yeah, no, Glenn Selk now really nearing his gearbox and then hopefully going for a move.
And Maverick has made a mistake somewhere this lap as well. The gap between him and Miro Ragibi has come down from 4.1 to 2.7 seconds off. Slightly wide. Goes Spink. This is a brilliant opportunity for Glenn Selk to maybe take P4 away. This will be his second best result of the season. If he can take 4th and he's on the inside towards the Andretti hairpin.
Side by side, he's edging ahead right now. They're still side by side, but really going deep into the corner goes Spinch as he loses the position towards the Dutch driver here.
And Maverick has been passed by Miro. He's had a terrible lap 8.
Yeah, I really think Maverick is having quite a few issues now, because the amount of time he lost, it's more than 3 seconds, so it must have been a crash of some sorts. Spinch right now nearly went wide onto the gravel. Didn't make the exit curb yet, but slowly losing the position as Selk goes wide. 2 tires on the gravel, really costing him uphill right now into the braking zone. Spinch really has to set it up now. Slipstreaming.
Oh no.
Ooh, gravel.
He did what Miro did. Miro did this exact same thing. When you're following another car in that corner, you just understeered off in the dirty air. And Miro passes him into P5, and Maverick now will have more momentum. And what looks to be a personal best result from Spink in P4 is looking now to be a P7. Very unlucky.
Yeah, now Maverick has to pass him yet again, like he just did earlier, as he's being forced to go around the outside right now through the Andretti hairpin. Best to stay behind and try a switchback, which he's not doing completely, but he is staying behind and he's getting a better exit from him. from it. As
Yeah.
he's going down the inside right now. Into the
Ooh.
braking zone, they're very close. But Maverick makes it move as we're heading into the flat out corner right now. Slight bit of dirty air right now for Spink, but he will get slipstream right now. Heading into the next turn, I think we're gonna see a move here.
Towards the inside goes Spink. Oh, they make contact, and Maverick is sent off into the gravel.
Yeah, very unfortunate there, because I mean Maverick was really displaying some real good racecraft there, and yeah, slight tap on his left rear tire, and yeah, send him off into the sand. If I were Spink right now, I might try and give the position back, but yeah, it's very difficult to judge.
That's the
So Nick
second
Neville,
time Spink made contact, isn't he? But
yeah,
is he backing off?
I think he made a mistake because earlier it did look like he was gonna back off. So it's Maverick.
He's braking, and Maverick made a mistake. This is awkward.
He made it safe.
Yes, Spink completely braked there to try to let Maverick go, but Maverick just went off himself. I think Spink was trying to let him go.
Compared to other drivers, it really was a great save there. As
he's letting him go, I think, yeah.
Cannot really judge if we're on the final lap right now. We might be, but yeah. Still great racing going on.
There should be another one, because Marcel Miko is already into the corkscrew.
Yeah.
So this battle for P6 will continue.
Exactly. Spink, I mean, he's dropping back a slight bit.
Ooh, why?
Maverick goes wide there. Yeah, it also looked like he missed the apex there, which is very unfortunate. Nick Neville losing the position to Brian Garcia.
These two are having fun.
Yeah.
I think Nick overtook Brian last lap into the final corner. Now Brian has retaken the position into turn 1 this lap. And yeah.
If we want to keep it very poetic, I think Ragumi is going to spin soon and then boom, Maverick into P5 again, but it doesn't look like it right now.
I don't think so. I mean, he's probably hoping that the Dutchman ahead makes a mistake, because he is closing the gap, and unfortunately these two are about to enter their final lap of the race, so time is running out for Miro, but it's still a great recovery. After 3 spins, you still finish P5. It's not the position that he wanted, but it's better than nothing.
Oh, exactly. Spinch behind Neville right now, closing in again on Brian Garcia.
Oh, that's poor. That's a poor corkscrew.
Yeah. that was. I reckon half his tire was on the exit there, and the other half was praying not to go off completely.
Slide
going wide there for Brian Garcia.
Yeah, this battle is going to continue into the final lap, but let's go to Marcel Miko. He's not going to wrap out the championship tonight, but his lead will now be quick mass 156 plus 14, 170 laps. 70 laps, 170 points into the final 2 rounds, 4 races. We have 200 points to contend for. That is basically one hand on the trophy for the track driver. Marcel Miko wins in Laguna Seca here tonight. That will be his 7th victory of the season in 16 races.
What a brilliant race win after a brilliant start, and also winning here yesterday in the Formula Abarth race as Alec Romsix crosses the line P2.
He's almost
Mr. Scoot P3 after an unfortunate start to this race.
1 lap too short for Miro Regidi.
Yeah, I think he would have had the pace to overtake Selk for P4 as Spinch.
At a spin.
Driving slowly at the exit of the corkscrew.
Yeah, and Neville is going to lose his position to Brian Garcia, but still another P9 for the debutant. So a couple of P9s for his first ever weekend here at Phoenix Sim Sport is not bad. Definitely not bad. But I think it's replays time, and we'll see what happened at the start of the race. So there was
Yeah, I mean, we can see Mr. Scoot moving into Salk pretty much when there's no room. So Salk
but
makes contact with Nick
Neville,
Neville,
yeah, Neville
which
basically
pushes him to
bounced
the
him,
left, and then yeah.
and
Honestly, I
then
I don't want to completely blame it on Scoot, but yeah, I take my words back against Rakubi from early on in the race. I don't think there's much he could have done there.
no, I don't think there's much anybody could have done there because
No,
Neville is going
it's
straight. He's not
yeah.
really, you know.
I mean, it's a chain reaction. We see Neville hit Salk, which moves him over into Scoot, and then Ragubi has nowhere left to move. And yeah,
Yeah, it's very
so
unfortunate.
it's a racing incident. I mean, now I get Formula One stewards never giving penalties out after lap one contacts and
Oh,
incidents. Ooh.
ooh, how do you think about this one? Did Spink break too late?
I mean, usually you break. Yeah, I
I,
must say that's too late.
yeah,
I mean, usually it doesn't really matter what car you're driving. You usually brake right at the crest there, and yeah,
I think he's not
didn't
making a
really happen.
corner if he didn't use Mr. Scoot as a brake.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Scoot was just used to decelerate the car as a third brake pedal or a second brake pedal. So
Yeah, that was really
yeah,
unfortunate.
no, exactly.
And also,
Yeah, either way, second race we did see quite a few comebacks after incidents in the first lap.
I'm trying to see this angle of what happened between Spink and Maverick, which Spink did give the position back. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I
difficult to judge.
I would
I
argue this is more of a racing incident. I mean, to be fair, he's further back, so he made a launch and he didn't like hook
He
the
broke late.
corner.
He broke late.
Yeah. So yeah, he he had to give the position back. But anyways, we've got interviews. As I need to return to the pits. So who have we got tonight? We've got 4 drivers. Let's start with our championship leader, Marcel Miku. Hello, Marcel.
Hello.
So a couple of I think a P2 and a P1 tonight. How do you feel about that?
Well, it disappointing a bit that I got P2 on that first run. Certainly could have been a double victory, but in the end, I still managed to finish ahead of my rival, which is Alex at the moment, so I'm not too bothered about the outcome.
Yeah, I think if my calculations are correct, you now have a 170-point lead on Alex Ramsey going into the final 2 rounds of the season. So even though you haven't mathematically won the championship, it's pretty much settled now. But yeah, I think you had a moment at turn 6 which lost you the lead in race 1, and then you had another moment in turn 6 on the sausage curb the next lap which cost you 7 seconds. So is that corner just extremely difficult, or what happened there?
Well, to be honest, you really need like one line going through it if you want to nail the corner, and unfortunately I didn't quite nail it in those 2 occasions. The former, I just put it in the dirt, lost a bit of time. And the latter, I went too far inside, smashed the sausage, took quite a bite out of that good old American pork, but unfortunately it didn't taste well, and I spun the car.
That's one way to describe it. But yeah, no further questions from me. Any questions from you, Arthur?
no, I mean, great racing today, especially the race start on the second race. I really found impressive, and yeah, congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's move on to Miro Equipe. Hello, Miro.
Hello there.
You had a brilliant fight with Alex Romsix at the end of the first race. Talk us through the drag race to the line.
Well, yeah, of course, we were fighting all the way, all the race long. Well, obviously, I made a little mistake right behind him. We had a fight, I was just behind him. But I made a mistake. I think I was too aggressive on the throttle, and then, well, no. I take the sausage curb, and then yeah, I spin there. But then Alex he made some mistakes, so I could catch up. And so yeah, my move was yeah to get P3 in the end, and that's what happened around the outside. So I'm so proud of myself that I got my podium place and that I'm back after so many bad races.
Yeah, it was your first podium after race one in Japan, so some 5 rounds ago, and that was one of the best overtakes of the season for sure, going around the outside at the penultimate corner on the final lap. Race 2, you had more difficulties. You were involved in the contact at the start into turn 3 with Mr. Scoot and Brian Garcia. Talk us through your view of the start at the second race.
Well, yeah, of course. I was in the middle of a three-way battle, so yeah, of course, I couldn't do anything. Tried to brake, but then they brake later, so that does mean I was again into the middle. And of course, in that situation, you can't do anything, and the only thing that can happen, or you're gonna brake early and you're gonna see a accident in front of you, or you're gonna be in a accident yourself, and that's what happened to me. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate, but it can happen. I'm so sorry to Mr. Scoot that I hit you there. If you see the stream, of course, but um, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. It was a race accident. That's what I think it was. But yeah, after that, I made some couple of mistakes. I don't know. I think I was pushing too hard. I think, and yeah, so I made some mistakes. And well, I'm pretty happy with P5 and almost getting P4 in the end.
Yeah, you did have, I think, 3 spins in race 2 and still be able to finish P5. So, nonetheless, a pretty good recovery. And yeah, you were, I think, 4 seconds behind Glenn Selgreen into the final lap, and you ended up only 1 second behind him. So, yeah, one more lap, you might have got P4. But yeah, finally, a good weekend for Mirorigi with the Belgian driver. Now, let's move on to Leila Petralia. Hello, Leila.
Yep. Hello.
Let's talk about what happened in race 2. Did you have a disconnect or something happened?
As soon as the blood starts, it's just simply over.
You are very far away from the microphone, I think.
No, I'm just very loud. I don't know. Is it better?
Yes, now it's better.
Okay, I was saying, whenever Starlink is overloaded, this is what happens.
Yeah, internet issues.
Apparently, even though my family was aware, there were still updates running.
No.
That would have explained the 300 ping and the crash, but I tried to rejoin. I was one lap behind. I gave up.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think we had a lot of internet issues tonight. We saw Brian and the Lithuanian driver as well as you both having internet issues tonight. Very weird. But yeah, you were in the lead for a while at the start of race 2, but then you, I think, had a spin at turn 6 on the sausage curve.
Yeah. Yeah. Took too much. Like went too early on turn in. Absolutely hit the sausage curb. Under the car, like not even on the tires. I just scraped the bottom. The car went up.
Yeah, that was yeah, really unfortunate.
But on the start, I had a bit of a little bit of something that I would have said that it was dangerous, as in Deya's not looking to the left side of his car.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, I even flashed the headlights, nothing. But so yeah, what use does it have? I can flash how much I want, but if nobody looks around them, it's not my problem.
Yeah,
But yeah, Toot made some damage if I had to guess on both cars. I obviously had damage from that, but yeah, apart from that,
Oh,
as always, I kept finding pace in the race. I was lapping almost a second faster than my quali laps.
that sounds like me. Every TCR race, I lap faster in the
Yeah.
race than in qualifying.
But yeah, I mean, this series just straw after straw that is destroying my fucking head. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
okay.
pissed.
Yeah, it's okay. I think now Mr. Scooter will be P4 in the championship, and but you are still close in terms of the point with Miro Gibi and Maverick. This battle for P5 will go to the final round of the season. Do you have any confidence to beat Miro or Maverick in the
I
championship?
have not. What is the next track again?
Buenos Aires.
Buenos
Buenos
Aires.
Aires.
Nobody knows about that.
What? Wait, you talked for person at the time. I didn't understand anything. What?
Buenos Aires we're doing.
I don't even know what the fuck. I'm sorry again.
What?
I don't even know what track that is. Honestly,
Exactly.
so.
Nobody knows. So it's gonna be a lottery.
Oh yeah.
But I told
Oh,
you a
no.
week ago. I told you a week ago when you interviewed me, Laguna Seca. What how are you feeling? And I told you it was not gonna happen. Like it
Yeah.
was not. Nothing was gonna happen on this race, and it did. That's for the first race P8. Like nowhere pace, nowhere. And even the fact that it was at night, hell no, hell no.
Not
The
a
night
fan
made it
of
worse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally agree.
Okay.
Like the track is barely drivable on its own. You at night, it's over.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So it looks like drivers are not really liking driving at night at Laguna Seca, which I absolutely agree, to be honest, because we can't see a thing on trackside cameras
I don't
as
really,
well.
We're gonna be racing it later on as well. So yeah.
I don't really mind that dark, to be honest.
I mean, you're 170 points ahead of P2. Even if you finish P4, it's not a problem.
I mean, even in normal conditions, I prefer the dark runs, to be honest.
Yeah, but I can also see why racing in the dark can be, especially on this track, a bit more difficult for other drivers because there's barely any room for error you can make, and the dark just, you know, hides the error places, so it's much easier to move into. But yeah, it's really driver dependent, really.
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah, it's your preference.
let's
it's
move
your
on
preference.
to James Greenhalgh. Hello, James.
Yo, hello.
Hello. Your second race was eventful, wasn't it? You had a lot of battles and also contacts. Talk us through the second race.
Second race, honestly, I just overconfident, I'd say, honestly. Cause just going into the corners too fast, hitting everyone. But I haven't been on in like a few weeks, 5 weeks, so I'm pretty much new to this again. So yeah,
Yeah, so the
rusty. But
rustiness, yeah, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
you did show decent pace to, I mean, hold on to P4 for a while, but then it kind of all fell apart in the final stages of race 2. Did you just run out of tires, run out of pace, or?
No, I think I was just like nervous or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I had good pace, it's just making mistakes over and over again, losing that confidence to drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely consistency is a big part of racing.
Yeah.
But still, you did deliver some interesting moves and some very exciting racing in race 2. Let's hope you have better luck next race at Buenos Aires, which absolutely nobody knows how the track looks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that is everybody, and we need to wrap up the stream as I need to practice TCR. But anyway, thank you very much to Miro, Marcel, Layla, and James for the interviews. Thank you to Asa for the co-commentary. We will be back. Well, we'll be back in 37 minutes for the TCR stream at Laguna Seca, but for MX5 Cup, we'll be back next Friday at the same time around the Buenos Aires circuit in Argentina. We'll see you then. Good night.